Non-porous, not stain-proof Sharpie marker. No ioSeal. Here's the Sharpie marker. I've been working on that for 2 days and I can't remove it. And because I use it frequently, I know the level of protection is up there, even up against this Sharpie marker. This is not a match for the ioSeal. And I'll show you, all right? Here's documentation, but it came out of there completely. Look at that. That's ioSeal. Whereas this piece here, no ioSeal, Sharpie marker, same Sharpie marker, non-porous quartz, not stain-proof, folks. There's the proof. That's an assumption that will get us in trouble, but you can protect it, easily protect it. Clean it, shine it, and protect it all in one spray, right here. Learn more at supremesurface.com. Oh, and it's gonna work. I've done it, right? And I've done it to this. Right here. Here's what I'm using. This is a Sharpie permanent marker. Okay, see right there, permanent marker, Sharpie permanent marker. This is white quartz. I've been using Supreme Surface all-in-one stone care with ioSeal on it. It's the Granite Quartz Marble Treatment. And I'm here to prove to you, the protective value of the ioSeal. It's still not going to be easy. It's not going to just wipe off, effortless. This is a permanent Sharpie marker, and without ioSeal, it will be a permanent stain. Under normal circumstances, you would not be able to remove this Sharpie. You see this polished white quartz countertop surface right here? This says Sharpie, non-porous. Here's the marker. This is Supreme Surface all-in-one stone care, the Granite Quartz and Marble Treatment with ioSeal. That's what I've been using on it. Let's demonstrate if somebody had this on their countertop. This is a powerful cleaner. This is a powerful cleaner. So I'm going to spray it on, and I'm just going to let it sit. That's dried permanent Sharpie marker, and if I let the solution sit on the surface, it'll break it down. Non-porous does not mean stain-proof. The solution itself is pH neutral, so I'm just going to let it soak on there. I tell people, to spray it on, just let it sit for a few minutes. I'm using my finger and some Supreme Surface Daily Stone Cleaner. I think the best way to handle this with white quartz is to use this every day for about 2 weeks, basically 10 days, but it's white, folks, and white tends to stain easier than the darker colors. So if you're dealing with white quartz like this top, I'd say to spray it on and wipe it off using the microfiber every day for about 10 days to 2 weeks, and then after that, probably once or twice a week. And I think you'll like it. Just clean your countertops with these, that's all you have to do. And that black Sharpie isn't bonding to the surface. I tell you what, I didn't think I'd be able to take it off with my finger. But I am. Look at this. Look at that. Folks, this is protected. I think it's all done. Look at that. That Sharpie is there. I'll get it out of there. So I sprayed it on and I let it set. The bottom one I just started rubbing with my finger just like this. And before you know it, it's going off. Let's move this over here to the Sharpie part. Just give it a quick rub over the top. I'm gonna get it all.